Welcome to the Automotive Blockchain channel, everyone. Hey, I just want to say a quick shout out to all of you subscribers. More than 600 of you that went on and subscribed to my channel. I do appreciate that. I'm now over 600. Much love dub goes out to you, as well as all of you who are new to the Automotive Blockchain channel. Come on now, get on the bus. You're more than welcome. Love dub goes out from my heart to you too. Today is going to be the start of a series I am calling Digital Identity. Digital identity. And why am I doing this particular series? Why? Because literally the vehicle that you were driving in, the thing that keeps you safe, the thing that keeps you warm, the thing that keeps you dry from the rain, okay? The thing that you probably even have named in your life. And by the way, look, if you have named your vehicle, because I used to have a vehicle named Greenie. It was an old International Scout, and it was green. My brother gave it to me. I love that vehicle. It fell apart in like 3 months. I didn't have it long, but needless to say, it was a 1979 International Scout. But listen, if you have named your vehicle, if you have a vanity plate for your vehicle, then go ahead and tell me in the comments below about how you have identified your vehicle and personalized it for you with a nice vanity plate or whatever name you have. And I'll do a video about it, just saying, hey, kind of going through some of the funniest ones that I see. I think we'll have a lot of fun with that. So go ahead and put that in the comments section, all right? Now, here we go. When it comes to your vehicle identity, how long has this been going on? And, I want to just throw something out there. The fourth industrial revolution. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's happening now, okay? And if you need a definition of it, essentially it is connecting everything to everything for a change in the entire world. Industry-wise, not just in manufacturing, but literally every sector of existence, from banking, manufacturing, all of that, all right? Connecting it all together, making it all talk to each other, and AI is going to play a big part of that, my opinion. All right, so that's kind of it in a nutshell. So how long have these companies, automotive manufacturers, large banking institutions, accounting firms, etc., really been involved in this? And you see before you an article from 2012. January 17th of 2012. This is a time when the iPad has not even celebrated its first birthday, okay? It hasn't even celebrated its first birthday. I believe it came out in 2011, sometime late in 2011. And it says, Accenture unveils connected vehicle integration solutions to help manufacturers, automotive manufacturers, meet customer demand for in-vehicle services, from Wi-Fi access to mobile payments and safety devices. All right. And notice this I have highlighted there. In-vehicle infotainment expected to boost revenues by up to $200 per vehicle. So think about this. Why are manufacturers wanting to do this? For many reasons, but one, it increases revenue. Trust me, if it didn't increase revenue, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't go through all the technology and trying to figure out how to put it in there. It would not happen. But it increases revenue of $200 per vehicle per year. That's a whole lot of dollars, all right? So when you keep this in mind and you're thinking to yourself, okay, wait a minute. Is this all planned out? And as the crypto teacher, for those of you that haven't tuned into his channel, I don't know the guy, but I have listened to his channel a lot. And as he says, when it comes to the New World Order, everything is planned out. And that always cracks me up, because when you start looking at the piece of the puzzle and realizing just how far back these companies go in putting the piece of these puzzles together, even if they're not doing it on purpose, but they're just following trends and making trends happen, you gotta wonder, it's in cases genius, all right? So go ahead and check his channel out. Let's move on with this. So notice this, Accenture connected vehicle, all right? Increasingly, buyers are demanding, this is 2012, streamed audio and video, live navigation systems, safety devices, location-based advertising, and personalized services, as well as the ability to make mobile payments. Now keep in mind, the iPhone has only been about, 5 years old in 2012. It hasn't been around for too long. I think it came out in 2007, maybe 2006. But it's not that old at this point. And the ability to do mobile payments is not really here. The ability to have that. All right. So the next thing I want you to pay attention to, back in 2012, to kind of set the stage for understanding here, we see a major but separate trends emerging for embedded and standalone in-vehicle solutions, because there will be a seamless integration between onboard services and connected vehicle services, says Marcello Tamietti, the managing director of Accenture Connected Vehicle Group. And that was back in 2012. I don't know if he's still there, but focus on this. they're being boss with it. This is Accenture. They are all around. And for those of you that have tuned in to Ripple, communications, and other digital cryptocurrencies, as well as companies, you get an idea that Accenture is in bed with a lot of them and helping them develop all sorts of things. So look at this. They're being boss with it, all right? It says right here, real easily, there will be, there will be integration with that. So they're not fooling around, and they're just telling you that this is the way things are going. So now let's fast forward 9 years, all right? 9 years. And they're coming out and telling you like, hey, look, here are the keys to driving epic change in the automotive industry. They're telling you they're taking part in the epic change back 9 years before this. And now in 2020, September 14th, they're saying here, by the way, here's some keys for driving epic change in the automotive industry. We know what they are, and that means we're going to get ahead of the curve. Now, yes, I'm kind of ad-libbing on that, on their intent a little bit. I'm throwing that out there, but it's just funny how the first one they mentioned is get ahead of the curve. And speaking of curves, let's focus on this right here. Notice this curve right here. It starts with the basic vehicle. You're talking like your 1970s, vehicle. That article that we just went from, this one right here, that talked about the infotainment systems, etc. That is this circle right here, connected vehicle. 9 years later, mobility ecosystem, from a single products to mobility ecosystems. And part of that is getting ahead of the curve. And I want you to focus on something that we will be talking about through and through in this series, and that is digitize the vehicle with digital twin and thread. All right. So what is the digital twin? A digital twin is the digital identity of a physical object, in this case, your car. That's right. They are creating digital identities for your car. And in the next video, I'm going to dive a lot more into that. All right. But they're going to have a digital twin, which is going to be the trusted digital identity of a physical object. And what is a digital thread? The collection of the data associated with your digital twin, in this case, your car, across its life cycle, gathered up by the entire ecosystem, all right? And that's the ecosystem of partners, the entire supply chain to help promote the value chain. The entire supply chain to help promote the value chain. I repeat, the entire supply chain to help promote the value chain. They are literally going to be working with partners in order to make sure that that entire thread of existence for your car, and also your personal identity associated with said vehicle, is going to be in cahoots and going to be tracked on the blockchain, all right? So that they would be able to share digital thread data through multiple party systems. And multiple party systems, translated over in blockchain world, is literally cross-chain communications, okay? That's what it is, all right? And they want to make sure that the walled gardens of the automotive industry are going to be able to be, going to be seamless. Now let's look at this other article, also on Accenture. We're focusing on Accenture. I just stated to you that yes, you and your vehicle. Why? Is because Accenture is also working with digital identity as it pertains to you. In this case, as you see right here, blockchain and biometrics. I like Accenture. They're coming with boss statements on this, all right? Digital identity is essential to the growth and viability of our digital economy and fundamental to every organization across every sector. They're just telling you, hey, this is what it is. Whether you like it or not, or whether you understand it or not, this is going to be a thing, folks. This will be a thing. And quite frankly, it is a thing. So as it pertains to your car, as we scroll down here, this is off of the Accenture website. You see proof of ownership or insurance. Attestations of property ownership, for instance, used to get insurance or file taxes. So for those of you in the U.S. that have to pay property taxes, and hey, and some of you may pay property taxes overseas, obviously at your respective countries, but this will be used to show proof of ownership. So they already have that as part of the record, and that'll be your record of showing that to prove that you own said vehicle. So it's going to be the identity of your vehicle and the identity of you, cross-train, coming together to say, yes, this belongs to you, and then yes, you subsequently sold it to someone else. So, this particular article gets into a number of different things, but I want you to pay close attention to what Accenture highlights a lot of times throughout their existence is the World Economic Forum. They are talking about creating the digital identity ecosystem with the World Economic Forum. Is both sounding the alarm of the paradigm shift in identity and providing the framework to address these challenges and opportunities. They are putting it all together for the purposes of making sure that everything can be tracked from point A, the supply chain, to the value chain. I'm telling you, that is what is happening. And how do I know that? Because articles are all over the place. They put it out there. In 2019, February, the fourth industrial revolution drives competitiveness and sustainability. And so Accenture is working with the World Economic Forum for that purpose. And it reads right here, the World Economic Forum, in collaboration with Accenture Strategy, launched a project to determine how Fourth Industrial Revolution, 4IR, technology might enable manufacturers, automotive manufacturers, specifically what I'm highlighting here, to increase competitiveness while also helping to deliver our United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The last video I did literally earlier in this week was just talking about on how various manufacturers are literally bending over backwards to make sure they meet CO2 sustainability goals for their respective countries. I focused on BMW as well as Mercedes-Benz Daimler AG in that particular video. So you can go ahead, check it out wherever you need to. So these are the things that they are working on, and it is coming. They said it will be coming. They also said that this is going to be across every single sector. We are focusing on the automotive side, but I'm letting you know it affects all areas of your vehicle life and your life. All right. So how does this all tie in then? When we look at this, and I'm going to start cutting this out. We're at 11 minutes now. When we look at this, video number 1, let's start thinking about who are the partners of this change. Who is the consortium of groups, the consortium of people? And then the next video, part number 2, I'm going to talk about one specific consortium group, and that is Mobi. So hey, tune into part 2 of this where we start focusing in on Mobi. And I look forward to seeing you next time on the Automotive Blockchain channel. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, click the button, click the likes, and don't forget your vanity plates. Let me know what you name your vehicle, all right? Catch you later.